Oh, well, then if I took myself off mute, then maybe y'all could hear me. Oh my gosh, it's going to be one of those nights. Welcome to the Disorganized Show. Ta da! Okay, I think I'm straight. Y'all can hear me now, right? Okay, I know y'all can hear me now. Okay, so, here we go. Y'all should be able to hear me in a minute. It's the lag. It's the lag. Okay. Now, okay. So as I was saying hi to everybody. I already did the list. So hey, I'm just gonna do a blanket hey. Okay. So because I did go by and say hello, and I said and I did say go check out June Gallagher, freaking fantastic channel, and she does phenomenal crafting. If you have not seen June craft, you are in for a treat. She is a new channel, so please go support her. June Gallagher. She's mod, so she can go ahead and put her link in. So, I'm going to show you this first before I show you the project. So, I was playing around with this stencil I had gotten from Allie. And I was actually, well, let me digress a little bit. I was cleaning up and said, ooh, hey, I got a stencil. So I decided to go ahead and I was going to do a simple little, flat project, and I was playing around to see what I wanted to do. So I went ahead and I used cream paste in the stencil to get the background. So that's the stencil I used. And then I was like, well, I got the new Zuri molds. I'm not going to have a rampage at my house because I sent them all out the same day I got them, except for I did make a few mistakes. So if you are on and you got one of the mistakes, apologize, but they're coming out. Anyway, so I did use Lindy sprays and Seth Apter dye sprays for the red and the blue. And everything else was Lindy sprays. Am I on light yet? Oh, here we go. So, hey Elaine, how you doing? Hi, Magali. So, anyway, so I said, well, in true fashion, I'm not going to do what I plan to do. I'm going to do something more, which I haven't even practiced. So, I had to prep a little bit. So now, this is going to be the project. So I'm just going to go through a little bit. And I don't know, and then, hello, I use different medium, or different stuff. So I don't know how this is going to come out. So I'm just going to go through with the layout a little bit as I go along. So, and as many of you know, I haven't been on for a little bit. I started a new job and I do accounting. So we're doing fiscal year closeout. So this is my busy time. So I'm kind of like not being able to do a lot of things. So if I don't get back to you right away, I do apologize. I try to, but don't get mad at me if you don't hear from me for about a month. It doesn't end until October. Okay, so, and I see that the screen, so I'm going to back out a little bit so y'all can see. I use my switcher account so it would be clearer. So what I did is I used the Cosmos Moon texture impression plate, and this is in my store, with the cream paste to get the moon background. So then I used the wings and feathers from IOD. I get mine from Serendipity House. I don't carry these, but you can get them from Serendipity House. I'll put the link in there a little bit later. So this is where I got all of the different sizes of feathers, and I like it because they have 2 feathers in both ways, so you can get a varying kind of thing. And then I use the peacock feathers that are on here for her earrings right there. I love this mold. They are, well, if you know, Zuri molds are pretty well done. This is pretty much the same, has a little bit of flexibility, but the same uh, quality. And they're a little expensive as well. But Serendipity House is where I got that. Great owner too, female owner. So you know I like supporting female businesses. And of course we have the new Zuri molds, which this one is white Fang. Sorry, I still got stuff in it. This one is white Fang, so you get two. So as I was cleaning up, I actually was planning to use Medusa, but then I found this stencil, and this, I just thought, I love this. So I'm just gonna bring it up close. So what I did is, on this, oh, this is from Stamperia, from the Forest collection, which is the Eagle. This is the Portico Scroll 1 from Prima. And then I actually used cream paste on stone paper because I didn't want her, I know I had to preface this whole thing. That's what you get when you prep, huh? So I was going to put her flat, but then it's like, you know, I wanted the moon in the background and it just didn't look natural. So I went ahead and I'm trying something out and I do not know how it's going to work. So here we go. But I did use the cream paste on stone paper, and then I cut out the perimeter. And then I put, and this has been baking in the sun all day. Then I got one of those big round wood molds that I had, and I put that underneath her to give her a little bit of rise, and so that the wolf will sit perfectly on her head. And if you don't know, now you know, the wolf is from Zuri, and it's from the new release. And on that, you get the two. So immediately I thought, oh, wow, this goes on her head. You know, my, well, they said my grandparents were Indian, but we know how that goes. You never know what you got in your blood. I took a DNA test, and I ain't want one bit of American Indian in me. So, but the wolf is like a spirit animal, and all I can think of was the wolf, the moon, the Indian feathers, and this is what I came up with. And yeah, I don't do anything small, so I just had to fill up the whole canvas. I know sometimes I try to do like the, you know, leave the white space. You know, Tiffany's been rubbing off on me and Karen, but yeah, it didn't work. So yes, Oriana, that's the mold you didn't get, but there is some in the store. I'm kind of waiting a week to see how they fly. If not, oh, let me go get the stone paper. Okay. So, stone paper is from Stamperia, and this paper, it's not terrible. And it's very, you can wash it, you can sew it, you can mix media on it, decoupage on it. You can put it in the washer machine. So you can make a purse with it. Yes, Iron Orchid Designs. I'll put the, hi Colleen. I'll put the, it's Serendipity House where I get the Iron Orchid molds. I always order from there because one, it's Serendipity House LLC. Because one, they're cheaper than most of where I see them from. I think she sells them for $19.99. So I love that. So you can sew this, and literally you can do anything to stone paper. If you go to Stamperia, their Instagram, their sites, then you'll see people use stone paper in a very kind of way. I know Antonis uses it and puts the aqua color on it and the leather spray and makes it look like leather. And it does look like leather. I don't have a sample. I actually cleaned up, so I have no idea where I put anything. But I do plan on doing like a pouch with this and sewing it, and then mix media it. But I do have this in the store too. I love stone paper. So what I decided to do was, daughter's home, is try the cream paste on it. So Let me see. And then all I did was just put a 2 coats of the primer over it. Okay, so, and I put 2 coats of the primer on. So, and then I put everything down with Heavy Body Gel. All right, so, whew, I got that out. So, so I had planned on, and let's see if this works. And if I say anything wrong, y'all can just have a good laugh. But I wanted to look at all the languages and say hi. So, this is what I came up with. I found on YouTube all the different words. So we are going to try to say them. So if you are French, bonjour. If you are Spanish, hola. If you are Russian, privet. I don't know if I said that one right. If you are Chinese, ni hao. If you are Italian, ciao. Japanese, konnichiwa. German, guten tag. Portuguese, hola. Hola. I don't know the accent on that. Korean, Anya. Hi, Beck. How are you doing? Oh, we haven't even got to Germany. Oh, wait a minute. We missed the Germany. Guten Tag. Arabic, Alan. Danish, Gadag. Swahili, Shikomu. Dutch, Guten Tag. Greek, Yasas. Polish, oh my God. I need Olga. Witaj. Okay. Indonesian, Salmasian. Hindu, Namaste. Turkish, Mahaba. Hebrew, Shalom. Swedish, Godag. And Norwegian, that's also Godag. Okay, now, so if I have any international people, I've said hello to everybody. Okay, what can't you find, Colleen? Oh, I haven't even started yet, so. All right, I am going to wear gloves because I have to move furniture later. Oh, thank you, Kinga. Yeah, as you can tell, my accent is horrible. That's why I do not know many languages. So I am putting gloves on and I'm getting my little spray thing out and we are going to get started. Now, everything sounds Chinese when you say it. That's too funny. It does. Well, except for the English. Does the English sound Chinese? Hello? All right. Let me see. Do I have it in frame? Yes, I have it in frame. So there's a couple of things I'm going to try to do. So one, I am going to use the lindys. So I'm going to start with the lindys. And what I have with lindys is the Buccanner Bronze. And I have the Whale Watch Blue. So the Whale Watch Blue comes in the Nantucket Pearls, I believe. It's one of my favorite ones. As you can see, that's pretty much it. And I want to use a little bit of the leather spray. So, but I have to be kind of poignant on what I do because I do want to preserve Grub Got Bavaria. What's that? Yeah, Iron Orchid Designs. I will put the link in after the video. Let me see. So I did leave this, and I still want that to be the same color. Where's the other one? As the other one because I like that dark background. I did ink it up afterwards. So I'm gonna start. Oh, wait a minute. I had another color. Sorry. Where did that other color go? Oh yeah, I did. Okay, now I remember. It was the Lucky Shamrock Green, which Karen had an accident with this one. Sorry, Karen. But, so I am going to do the green first. And what I like about Lindy's is I do want to preserve a couple of the highlights for the, this might not be going so well. I'm going to move this. I wanted it to be a little bit higher. Okay. Oh, and I need to cover something. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do this because I'm spraying everything. I'm a spray happy person. There we go. Because I don't want to ruin. There we go. That'll work. So I just want to get the perimeter on this. So I'm kind of, oh Lord, my daughter's home. So my daughter's moving back in her stuff. And then she's travel nursing. So we've been moving furniture and stuff for a week. So next week is the big week where I'm stuck with her stuff. Hero. Oh. Ah. See, I'm so bad. I'm learning French. Oh, I can say French pretty good. I can read it. But I get, it's like, you know, when you're reading it and doing it for yourself, it's like, yeah, I got it. But then when you actually speak to someone, that's when it goes south. Goes south, y'all. Okay, so what I'm doing is I want my background to be a certain color, and then we'll work on the lady. So I'm just kind of going around the edges. And you can paint this. I'm a sprayer, not a painter. I'm just spray happy. Most of the time. Okay, and then I want the brown. So, and you can see the brown is going to change that a lot. And I don't care if it gets a little bit on here. We're just kind of having fun. And then we still are going to go back in with the blue. So really I'm just kind of layering the colors and getting them to where I want them. Yeah, I don't like this box. It's like I got to spray. I got to be free to spray. You know what I'll do? I think I'll just move the box. I'll undo it and just put it back so it won't spray my computer. And the rest of the desk is covered. I gotta be free to spray. There we go. I'll just cover this area so I know. Let me put it right behind, because I got my iPad like right there. There we go. Yeah, that's better. And let me move this back a little bit. There we go. All right. Now we're gonna be spray happy now. Yeah, I'm not a good painter. I just like spraying. It's like something about spraying is like, just like with Karen, it's relaxing. I think I go back to my childhood. All right, so now I'm gonna dry. Wait, someone who speaks Swahili. I don't speak Swahili. I really don't speak any of the languages. Not lucky in the open house, right, Garrett? Hi, Skies took my drone. How are you doing? So now I got kind of that blue, kind of bluish sky with a little bit of the green. I don't know. For some reason, my favorite colors will go to green, blue, and brown. Like, that's my go-to. And if you don't like, ooh, my water's done. If you don't like that, the good thing about Lindy's, just brush it off. You can just get a little bit of water and brush it off. It's going to be a lot. Oh, thank you. Hey, Joanne. Hey, Penny. Right? Let my spray fly free. Woohoo. So, yes. And then if y'all don't know, so Sophie has more molds coming out. She's starting with her Under the Sea collection. And if you haven't seen, go to Zuri Designs and see the, oh, did I get Penny back in? I got so much stuff going on. Go back in and look at the seahorses. They are freaking phenomenal. I love them. Yeah. So what is it everybody working on? So I'm going to start with Christmas cards after September 1st, after Labor Day. I've gotten a few of them done. I don't know where they're at. Oh, here. I love this one. I think I showed it to the girls. So it's sort of a mixed media type of Christmas card. Not all of y'all know I love my Crafter's Companion, so all that's Crafter's Companion with a little bit of mixed media rolled up in there. All right, so that is kind of dry enough for me. So now I want to layer a base of, oh my gosh, I think I messed this up. So we are going to have to use, so I have the leather spray. Where is my leather spray? I don't know. Oh, here it is. So I have the leather spray from Stamperia. I clogged it because I left it open. So you can just pour it in here. It works. And I'm going to layer the base of everything in the leather spray. And as you can see, that cream paste, it sucks up. It kind of leaves a certain kind of highlight. And I like that. We are going to get to, and if the colors are mixing, that's okay, because you are actually going to be going over all of this. And it's actually very relaxing, I will say. And I'm going to do a layer for the wolf. And we're going to go back in, and we're going to be using a little bit of paints, a little bit of sprays. I'm going to layer the base of her face. And I think I like that. The dogs, if you hear them, they are going to go crazy because my daughter's home. So they act like little children. Oh, look at that detail. I just love this detail. Oh my God. Okay. So yes, and I have questions even though I don't do cards. Oh yeah, come on. I'm going to do a Z-fold card. I'm going to do a easel card. Some mixed media cards. I'm going to do it all. And I'm going to dry this layer. So for this, I kind of have to go back in and dry layers. And you're going to be doing this all night long. So this is sort of like you wake up from a dream. And this is what you see. Yeah, this is what I saw. It's like I was going to do the Medusa and I woke up and it's like, nope, got to do the wolf. And I'm not really drying it all the way, but I'm putting light coats so I'm able to dry. I don't want to saturate it. And even though you'll see some little spots that aren't dry, it's okay. If you get the majority of it down, you're good. So the next thing is, let me see. I don't know what I want to do with the headdress, but I think I am going to do a little bit of Seth Apter. So this is the turquoise because I like the blue. And it's like a different blue from what it was. And this is just a little plastic tray that I use off to the side. And I'm going to go in, oops. We want to wash the brush. Hot tip from the Disorganized Crafter. How to be not disorganized. Wash your brush. So you will get that blue color in there. So, and the feathers will end up being of varying different colors, but I do want to give them the base of the blue. Have such, ooh, hey Lorna, how are you? Ooh, if you do junk journals, Lorna has a Etsy, Tailor-Made Crafts. Go check her out. Tailor-Made Journals, sorry. Go check her out. And those I want to do red anyway, so I'm not even worried about them. I do want a little blue right there. So, ooh. And no, I'm not going to finish in an hour. I'm just going to let y'all know. If anyone is upset about this, we can take a break. The benefits of being last. That's why I was like, I'll go last. I'll go last. All right, so I think I want this to be golden, so I'm not even going to touch that for a little bit. I do need clean water though, and I do need some Dr. Pepper. Clean water and Dr. Pepper. Here we go. And I still don't want to saturate it too much, but I do want to preserve some of this cleanness over here. So we are going, ooh, I like that right there. Put a little bit of water in there. Okay, so now we get to play. So, as you've seen before, Miss Karen had told y'all about the Stabilos. There we go. So these are, I got a set of, and it's not, there we go. These are the Aqua Reliable. Oh. Anyway, use her link, but I do like it. And I'm just going to go in, and I'm just going to go in and do just a little bit of scribbling. And as you can tell, I don't have to scribble much, but I want to get that black without having a lot of my daughter just came up with a big old thing. Just stick it in the room. We're still moving. I have to move the store. So let me tell you what I'm doing. So the store is upstairs. I have 2 bedrooms upstairs, right? I don't use my dining room at all. The Christmas tree is still up. Don't judge. Okay? I remember booze. Oh, yeah, Karen, get your booze out. So I still have the Christmas tree up. There's a reason behind that, but I still have the Christmas tree up. So I'm going to move the store down to the dining room. So I bought a barn door, new shelves, and I got to put all this stuff together too. I like putting stuff together, but I got to put it all together. And then my daughter's furniture is going to go up in the extra bedroom. And then I don't have to carry those heavy boxes up and down the steps anymore, which is good because, yeah, there's just some things my body ain't going to be doing no more, right? So, and I'm just brushing over this. It's not even wet. It's like it's damp, but it's not wet. So, yeah, a lot of stuff to do. And my body just is like, ooh, can you hire somebody? And also, oh, I'll get that stuff out in a little bit. With the Stabilo, if you have it somewhere where you don't want, but your tree is, it is Penny. It's really pretty. It has some pretty lights on it too. And if you have black somewhere where you don't want it to go, just take it out. So, and then another thing too, and Karen said it just draws anywhere. If you want to, you can just draw right here on your mat with the Stabilo. It literally does draw anywhere. Get a damp, not, I want a smaller one. Do I have a smaller brush? Yeah, I do. Get a damp, not wet, and it just picks it on up. And then you can apply it to wherever you want. If you want it a little bit more wet, you can just spray it a little bit. But yeah, love that Stabilo. It's the best thing. If you don't listen to Karen at all, listen to the Stabilo. So I just want, because I'm going to be putting more Nikki, could you help a body out? Right? Shoot. So I have Google Fiber now. So the cable man came last night. So I'm testing to see how it works. The lag doesn't seem too bad, but it's still kind of bad. But so I just wanted to see how it is, see if I want to keep it. And I'm sitting there like, look, do you moonlight on putting furniture together? It's like I was not playing. Okay, this is getting on my nerves too. I'm like, I don't want to do it. And I've put all my furniture together. This is a labor of love because you're doing like little bitty. And it's going to wash out. So don't, get overly worried about if it's dark enough or not. Because when you go and put more stuff on it, it's going to be... Oh, I'm looking for the pencil, right? And I'm like, where's the pencil? It's in my hand. Really, Nikki? Okay. Hey, Miss Barbara Higgins, how are you? So I do want to put a little bit of... And I'm doing this on resin, so I don't know how the Stabilo is going to be on resin, but I do have a backup, which is black paint. So I'll put a little bit out there. And so this is my mess over here. I'm going to wipe it off in a minute. So if you don't, like on this one, I don't know if it's going to get into the little grooves and stuff. The Stabilo, so I think I'm going to go over it with black paint. It's okay. Water it down. And it'll just move everywhere. Oh yeah, me likes that. But you got to be careful with the black paint because black paint you don't want everywhere. That will stay. The other stuff will move, the acrylic paint will not. Yes, I'm liking that. So it's all in the little grooves, if you can see it. It's kind of wet, but we're going to give this a try. Shoot. Take it one. How are you? I'm doing good. Just it's a busy time of year. But and then my daughter just made it busier by moving all her stuff in. Shit, I might commandeer some of her stuff as payment. Yeah, but she's going for her first travel nursing job, so I'm very excited. And I'm glad she's going. I know I've been telling everybody, where do you live? Because if she was going in the area, I was going to have somebody watching out for her. So. Uh-oh. I will paint over that. All right. And I don't want this kind of shiny, although we are going to put some waxes on it on the back end. But it's sort of like a different kind of... I've kind of not done this before, so it's kind of different for me because I'm doing like little sections at a time. I usually just spray the whole darn thing and go at it. All right. But yeah, this is a little bit different for me. I guess you can say it's more thoughtful, I guess. And then I'm just taking the brush, and where there's like excess that doesn't look like it's drying, don't get overly concerned about it. Just slop it up. And it'll dry. Did you find someone where she is going? Yes, she is going to Georgia. All right. So that's pretty dry. So now what I'm going to do is with these feathers, I do want to lighten up the feathers a little bit. So I'm going to take the Clam Beige, and it's a lighter color. If you can see, it's kind of a lighter color. Because if you look at Indian pictures, and it's you'll see mostly like blues and browns and tans. So I mean, don't get overly concerned if you don't have. Okay, you see how that did? I love that. So that just lightened it up. And that's what I like about the lindys is that it will lighten and mix together, so you still have that dark. Hey Terry, how are you doing, girl? Hey Carla, hey Kim. with the lindys, you know, and oh, I do have to preface this by saying I am a member of Nuneka's channel member, her Patreon. And I'm telling you, the girl is freaking amazing, as well as Karen and Tiffany and all them, but amazing with the Lindys. So if you are not part of her Patreon, I will say you'll learn some tricks with Lindys that you didn't think you knew. And it works with the sprays, the magicals. I'm not using magicals because I don't want the that much shimmer. I'm using a lot of the sprays. Some of them have a little bit of shimmer in it and some of them don't, but I'm okay with that. All right, so we're gonna dry this up, and I know Terry is a member of Nuneka, so she can vouch. If you haven't seen one of her videos with the Lindys, and then the rest of it, of course, Karen, if you are not part of one of her Patreons, holy crap, she will teach you all about the movement of stuff. That's where I learned the stabilos and everything else. So you just ever keep learning. And as you keep watching all the ladies and learning different techniques, like Anja, that's where I learned the cream paste from, was Anja. I saw her do it on one of the YouTube streams on the book. So I was hoping to jump on live and create. Oh, what? You're going to create a journal page? Yay, Dream. Hey, you can do it after this. Yay. Hi, Heidi. All right, so now we're going to get more poignant. So I haven't touched this side, as you can see. I'm still working on this side. I like the effect, and I'm not, you know, your sky is suspect to if you want it light, dark. I'm liking this color of the whale blue. I'm not going to introduce the whale blue on top. I'm using more of a turquoise blue. I am going to wax up or wax on the Finnabair on the wolf, but I already have his base. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go work on my other guy here. So with him, I'm just going to come back in and we're going to do, he's going to be a little bit darker. And I kind of thought this was like the spirit animal. I still haven't figured out the wording for this. I'm thinking I was going to use, as I'm doing this, dream. You know, like, because I was going to try to put like a dream catcher underneath her. That was just too much. Too much for me. I'm already going to be over time because we're at 4:41. So I hope y'all don't mind. Yes, Charmaine, yes. And so if any of y'all, and I know Charmaine and Terry and Cindy and all of y'all, Sue and have been watching the hops all summer long. I mean, just kind of tell me what y'all have learned. So, you know, watching the hops. I'm very interested because, you know, the ladies have been doing this. There's new ladies that are joining. And, I mean, I'm enjoying this tremendously. You meet new people and I watch, even though sometimes a lot I may not comment or anything, but I am watching. And I'm freaking learning so much. So I'm just interested to know what y'all have learned or what y'all have tried new since the hops have started. Now I want to go into a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit of cherry in here. And I still haven't cleaned my little plate. Oh, thank you, Timur. How are you? Yeah, it's kind of different than what I'm kind of used to doing. But I don't know. I've been in this strange sort of mood lately. I've been doing cards, so I rearranged the, I'm just going to put this underneath because I'm going to drip it down. I have been doing cards lately, and then I've been like, oh, I wonder if I can create art, you know. I know that, you know, we can do the abstract and everything, But like I'm a strange bird, and like when I do things, I want it to tell me something. And oh, I like that little shadow effect that it. Okay, we're leaving that because I like that shadow effect. And I like to. I want to look at it and evoke some sort of thought, I guess. Oh, I don't do a lot of journaling, Karen. I do a lot of 3D things, but it's not, it's not a lot of. Oh, I like that. Okay, let me put it up closer. Okay, you see how all in the grooves it has that black? Oh, I'm loving that. Oh yeah. So once you start layering the color, so we're gonna dry this. Yeah, I have a lot of these. I don't do everything live, so like I'll sit here, just like with the Indian lady. I'm sitting here. I just filled all the orders for the Zuri molds, and I decided to play. So I'll sit here and play, and I'll look back at Karen's and Tiffany's, Nuneca's, and Belinda's. Belinda's awesome. I love her journal. Some of the ladies on the hop, and I'll go back and I'll look at some of the techniques, and I'll just start to play. So that's kind of what happened here, is that looking at all of the ladies and seeing how they do, areas, and make it a point to do this on this area. I was like, oh, I don't do that, so let me try. So that's what I was doing. So this is kind of my attempt to branch out and do something different. And I'm leaving journaling to try to type. Oh, wow. Okay. You'll enjoy it. Like, and I don't mind. Like, if any of y'all want to try, okay, let's say this. If any of y'all want to try a 3D composition, let me know. If there's something, like I know Karen has done a couple of 3D compositions, and she'll let me know what to put in the store. I'll leave them in the store for a couple of weeks and I'll take them out. But I can make the molds for you. Like if you want to try this, I can get all the pieces together for you and make you a kit. And then you just have to put it together. I cannot give you the mediums, but I can put a kit together. So, I mean, if there is something that you like, that, 3D that Karen has done, let me know. She'll let me know. Okay. What color is a hawk? It's more, okay. It's more of this. And I can make the molds and put the kits together. I can send the canvas. I can do all that. And then all you got to do, if you have the paints, if you have everything else, then, you can just come back and rewatch the video. And like I'm doing, I'm being specific on the bird. And I'm being specific here. I've never done this before. And this is kind of what I've learned on the hop. And it's actually very relaxing. It's like painting by numbers. You already got your little area down there. So it's actually like painting by numbers. And this is pre-gessoed, so I adhered everything down because I know I would go over time, which, oh yeah, I'm closely becoming over time. So I want a couple of colors as the base for this bird. So I am putting a layer of brown. And then I am going to put a little bit of black in the grooves. And I love the detail. And this is a Stamperia hawk. Okay, just PM me if you don't know my I can't think. If you don't know my messenger PM, or we're not friends on Facebook, which I don't know why we wouldn't be. I'm a nice friend. But you can PM me on my store as well. And I will put kits together. Just give me a couple of weeks, and then you can try it and then post it. I love to see what y'all do, because not everybody's gonna have this palette. Like, no, I have not used any waxes at all as of yet. Are you living Sky Blue? You know I will. Hey, now Vina and I, you know I will ship overseas in a heartbeat. I've got that shipping down packed. I am like an overseas shipping connoisseur. I know how to pack it. We've had discussions at my post office, because I usually go on post on the post office, so it's not as busy as any other post office. So we'll sit there and have conversations, because in true disorganized fashion, when I get to the post office, because I don't wait for the mailman to pick it up, I usually carry my packages to the post office twice a week. But I have conversations with them on what's the best way to ship internationally. Should I do this? Should I do this? So he has told me, as long as it's under 2 pounds and not particularly bulky, that it's not gonna be that bad. Okay, so since this is the cream paste, it wipes off really, really well. So I'm still preserving that white in there. All right, so we got the 2 colors on here. If you want the feathers to be a little bit more darker, you can just go through and kind of just pat on a little bit more black, and then come back with a wetter brush and spread it. So you're not using a lot, and I did want it a little bit more black. You're not using a lot, but what it will cause it to do is to get into the grooves, is what I've learned. I'm trying to be teachable. I'm not very good. Talise! Oh, Lord. 5 grandkids, 6 of my 7 kids. They're all at home? Oh, Lord Jesus. Talise is a mother extraordinaire. Okay, and then I want this portion to be a little bit white. Okay, so now I'm ready to dry again. So I'm drying areas. And I find that also, because I was always wondering why my lindys was always so wet and I could never get it dry. You don't need to put a lot on there. Oh my God. Oh, it's loud. Well, yeah, when I called you earlier, it was kind of loud. Yes, I am using the lindys. So what I'm doing is I'm creating a little palette. And again, if you've ever watched Karen, Tiffany, and Uneka, you'll see where they create their little palettes to the side. So the first, and I will say it took me a little bit to catch on, because I was still going, let my spray flag fly, and I was just and wondering, why did I get the same effect? Well, I learned why. So I just I would take I'm just cleaning up my little bit of mess over here. So I would just take a little bit of a small little canvas, so you can pick them up from the dollar store, and I would put stenciling on it and maybe a resin piece, and just do a little bit of practice. So when Karen was talking about just kind of relax and just play and stuff like that, that's what I did. I listened to Karen. She's right. You just sit there and play. Oh, it's so easy. You just clean it up and I got this at the dollar store too. It's just a little plastic thing, so I don't care if it gets dirty. And that's where I'm putting all my little stuff in. Yeah, just sit there and play. Yeah. I'm like, you love those sound effects? It's like, oh, what happened? Okay, so I want this to be a little bit brighter, and now this is where I get scared. I'm going to hit the red. So you want this to be one of your last things. So I still don't know what I want that to be. Hey, in the chat, if y'all have any ideas, I was thinking yellowish, golden for this. Because this is going to be a little bit grayish with white highlights. I think I need to color this a little bit, so I am going to go in with Clam. I'm loving this, but see, I don't have like, I have the little roundy thing, but the little roundy thing I always mess up. And I'm just doing the base of the brown and Clam Baked Beige on everything, because you want also when you're doing your 3D projects, you want that layering of color, because you want to see where the depth is as well. So what kind we start with may not be what you end up with once you start with the colors. Okay, so I'm good here. And another thing about the Stabilos too, if you see here, if I go back in, I can still go back in and highlight or move that Stabilo, which is amazing. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I want to do her face. So I'm going to use the Allegra. I ordered mine from My Rusty Crown. I do not carry it. Paints are pretty much, everybody likes their own brand and stuff. So also I'm doing a little bit of chestnut because I'm trying to kind of hopefully mirror a brownish Indian tone skin. And I'm doing a little bit of this. My grandfather had that tone, but I don't think he was Indian. He said he was, but so this is actually paint. So I am giving the base color. I'm sorry. I was gonna say gold. Oh, good. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not looking at chat. Hopefully y'all can talk amongst yourselves. I'm not answering any questions. So, and then going back to Belinda's stream, when I was in the military, oh my God, like my daughter probably thinks, and I'm gonna do the eyelash. That's an eyelash sticking out. I'm gonna do that black later. My daughter thinks I'm boring. Like okay. So I'm 30, celebrating my 22nd anniversary of my 30th birthday. Whose store? Oh, that's Martina's. She carries a lot of the Stamperia as well. Like stuff I don't carry, I will send everybody there. So now I'm gonna bring in that chestnut, and then I'm gonna dry a little bit, and then we'll look to see where we're at. I usually will send it there. You know, you're not. No, Sue, that's Martina's store. Martina is My Rusty Crown. Yeah, I spend a lot of money at My Rusty. Oh, I'm on a moratorium, y'all. Guess what? I am not spending, starting September 1st, only for the store, but not for myself, any money on craft supplies. This is going to be, woohoo, I don't know. This may be a challenge. All right. So again, oh, but yeah, so yeah, my daughter thinks I'm boring, but I'm telling you, I was an adventurous little person when I was in the military. I went to Korea, and so, like, you know, when you're in the military, you know, nobody holds your hand to give you your ticket and get your rucksack and you get your ass to the country. And so, so I go to Korea, but then I'm like, ooh, what else is around? So duration 30? No, duration is going to be, let me see, September, October, November, 4 months. 4 months. I'm only allowed to buy for the store. But so like I went hiking in the Korean mountains, where the Buddhists were chanting in the woods, and we would go on these crazy adventures. We went to a Korean amusement park. I got pictures of that one. That was funny. Germany. Ew, I can tell you how many, like, I couldn't read none of the German signs or anything. So, yeah, I ended up all over the place in Germany until I saw a sign that looked different from a German wording. I was like, okay, we're still good. We're still in Germany. All right. And I'm being stupid because I just want a little bit of shade. I want highlights on her face. All right. Here we go. Oh, why do I feel like people here are taking a bet on you? Yeah, they are. Yeah, they'll be betting. I actually, when I do my cards, y'all, okay, I'll show you this because I was so excited because I was surfing the YouTube. This is when I decided not to, I decided not to when I was getting like 2 and 3 packages a day, and I was like, holy crap, who's buying all this stuff? And but I have found, I like my dies, right? So of course I can make cards, score them, do all that stuff, you know, on my own. But why? If I'm making a whole crap load of cards, heck yeah, I'm sending them through the die cutting machine. And all right, I act like I have my alcohol pens, but yeah, so I just wanted her face to have a little bit of shading. I don't think I did a good job, but yeah, we'll see. All right, so we got her face, we got this, we got this. I'm gonna reserve this for the rest. So now we're gonna hit a little bit of the red. So here's where the Seth Apter comes in really good. They are dye sprays, so I already have my base and everything. So now, if you have different colors of Seth Apter, I don't have many, I have like a few. So I'm just going to clean this up because I don't want to contaminate the spray. Yeah, I had too many packs. Plus, I want to start saving up because I do want, at some point in time, I actually want to buy new furniture. And I hate, like, having to buy stuff on credit. So what I'll do is I'll save, like, for a year or 6 months or whatever. I'm very disciplined on that portion when I want something. Like, if I want something, I just won't spend, and I'll just go buy it. Cash. So, okay, so now, let me see if I can go in a little closer. There we go. More like Craftets. Oh, I love Crafter's Companion. You know they have, so look how that Seth Apter is. I already zoomed in. Hey. Look how that Seth Apter is. Like lately I haven't even, like with the store, I'll get stuff, but I haven't done anything with it. So it's like, okay. Look at, oh my God, I love that. So this is the difference kind of between the dyes. This is more of a pigmented color. So it's going to be, you're going to get a bolder kind of color. So you got to go in and where you want your reds and your highlights, just kind of pounce it on, because you're going to be in like little corners and stuff like that. So I'm just going to pounce it on here and there. More. But hey, you know something? I feel like I watch their shows, So they have Crafters TV. So if you like card making and stuff like that, I watch every morning at I think they're changing their time to 8 a.m. But before they were coming on at like 5 a.m. So I get up early in the morning, 5 a.m., get my morning coffee and watch Crafters TV. And I don't want red everywhere. So I'm missing let me see. Here we go. So again, this may be a little bit boring. I actually don't have I have a boring life. I don't do anything. I stay home and work. Then once in a while, I'll craft. But so what does everybody should I put red anywhere else? Or do y'all think that's enough red? I think that's enough red. No, do we want some more red? I want it right here. And the good thing about this, hey Jamal, how are you? And if you like doing junk journals, I heard through the grapevine at one of the things, Rosemary Morris, who I love watching as well. She's funny. I call her my, if Martha's on, I'll watch Martha. If Rosemary's on, I'll watch Rosemary. Because those ladies are a lot of fun. But she's doing, if you like journaling or bookmaking or whatever, she's doing Indian-inspired junk journal kit soon. She's at My Rusty Peacock is her Etsy store. I'll put that in the link. But she is Rosemary Morris. Fun lady. She's very creative too. She is doing a ceramics class. If you want to join. If you like that kind of thing. I think I'm good now. Have I lost everybody? You gonna, all right, Karen? Oh, thank you, Charmaine. Okay, so now that I finished with the red, we're definitely going to, okay, so, oh, officially I'm 5 minutes over, but I'm almost there. I know, I just love that pop of red. In fact, I'm going to put a little bit deeper pop of red here. And also, if you're unsure, and this is what I've learned from a lot of ladies, is go check out some reference photos. So if you can see, the Seth Apter is going to give you a different sort of tone than the Lindys will. But I like working with them both. Now, would I recommend using Seth Apter on mixed media? Probably not as much as I would use the Lindys. Because of the coverage. But I do, you can work with it. Okay, now there's not enough hot low lights in there for me, so I'm going to go get a little bit of the brown. And go in there. Wait, where's my brown? Where's my brown? Oh, here it is. I love this tray. I just pour it in there. Yeah, so I was seeing, and this is only an hour. It's like I was thinking about it earlier this week. I think I sent Karen a picture and Telly and Olga, and I was like, hey, what do you think about this composition? And so so when I started doing it, and then I was like, oh crap, and then I couldn't figure out, well, how am I going to get her to be like in the foreground? So that's when I was cleaning up, and I was like, ooh, stone paper. I wonder how that will work. And it's holding up. Like it, like if you were to use example watercolor paper or regular paper or canvas or whatever, it's not going to let you do this. like all of this on that paper. What's going to happen is it's going to bend. It's going to, I just want to see how that red look. I like that red there. It's going to bend. It's going to buckle. It's going to do a lot of stuff that you don't want it to do. So the stone paper ain't going to move. No, Olga did not. She is busy. She has some previous commitments. So I think she will be live next weekend. There we go. Now it's coming to me. And again, this is just your second layer. So okay, use the right side of the paintbrush when you're dipping it into your paint. Hello. And if it starts getting kind of mixed, then go ahead and spray you a... So mine was getting a little bit mixed, and I'll show you what I mean. So I have my little palette over here. So this was starting to get dark. Go ahead and spray you some more, and then use that. If you see, it's not vibrant like you wanted it to be. See? Oh, there we go. Because it was getting a little muddy. You don't want it to be muddy. Muddy. Yes. Y'all can take bets. You know, I'm going back to y'all's previous comments. Y'all can take bets. I am not buying nothing new. I'll show you what I got. And if y'all see anything more, then y'all can hit me up and get me. All right. So I think I'm done with that. So I'm going to go out a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to work on the other piece. Yeah, she is. Oh my God, and it looks so good. Y'all definitely make sure when it comes time to vote, y'all go and support, because I'm telling you, it was freaking gorgeous. Okay, so I don't know what I want over here. I like these colors. Okay, hold up. Let's go get a feather. I'll be right back. I'm going to get a couple of feathers. I got feathers. In somewhere. Okay. As soon as I find... Oh, here we go. Alright. These are Joanne fake feathers. So... I just wanted to see if there's one with like multicolors. I think these are all plain feathers. Yeah, this ain't gonna give me any reference. And you can actually go in and oh, I like that color. You can go into like a picture and get your reference and stuff like that. Oh, I was thinking of doing real feathers, but then I was like, no. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I am going to take a little bit of the, you know, I like the way the Seth Apter is looking. So I'm going to put a little bit more red on here. I'm making my own feather. The coloring process, it is, it's kind of like, you know, because, you know, I've done, ooh, red tips. Like, you can do literally anything. And if it doesn't work out, it's not like you can't paint over it. So, you can go back over and just paint over what you don't like. And it's actually very, very relaxing. Like, I'm not nervous at all. Well, that's because probably I'm last and I got more time, but we won't mention that. I mean, but if you were listening to Karen earlier, don't stress out. Just relax and get into the process. You can always phone a friend. I've had a number of people that will just text me real quick. Oh, I thought I had a paper towel in my hand. I did not. See, that's how therapeutic it is. You forget where you're at. Um, and they'll be like, hey, what do you think of this? I think I did this wrong. And, um, you know, and I'll take the time and provide some tips. Karen does it too. She's very good about that. Um, and if it don't turn out right, I'll be like, okay, you didn't hear that from me. I ain't tell you to do that. No, just kidding. Oh, I like that. Okay, I like the tips. I hate to say it, she was big. Oh, who was Rob? I'm missing the conversation. Oh yes, I did like that. Okay, I like that, and I think I want a little bit. And I actually do like this spraying it over here on the palette and then picking it up. It actually, you know, just to highlight or put in certain spots. It is actually pretty darn. Okay, so I want some lighter and some darker. So the good thing with that is you can go back in and pick up. So you can wet it and then pick it up. And the Lindy's has stained it a little bit and already colored the gesso, but you can go back in and lighten it up or darken it up. But I'm gonna lighten some and then darken some others. Yeah, those freaking projects were amazing. I probably could not do anything like that. I can try. I have this snow globe that I got. I want this one a little bit lighter. From my an old what do you call those things? Those candy things. I don't know, you put the little thing in there and turn it and then the candy pops out. What are them things called? Oh my God. I can't remember nothing. Okay. All right, so I'm done with that. Now I need to clean up the red because I don't want to get red on everything. All right, so yes, me too, Morka. I am rooting for it. So make sure everybody goes out and some bubblegum machine. Yes, bubblegum machine. That's right. So I have an old one that my brother gave my mom, and then when you know she passed a couple of years ago, I asked if I could have it, and they let me have it. So I am so stoked about that. I want brown. Where's my brown paint? I thought I had brown paint. I think, there we go. And if y'all didn't know, this walnut is the same as the spray. So if you don't have the spray, but you see this one, pick it up. It's the same thing. You didn't have to be in a spray bottle. I'm liking the way. And this is actually the aqua color is really meant for like wood and stuff like that, but it's actually pretty light, transparent, and I like the way that it covers. So it's very let me see if I can show y'all. It's very transparent, so it's not going to give you like a paint coverage. It's just going to give you a light color. You can use it on glass, I think wood. You can use it on the stone paper, definitely. But I like the brown in it. I don't know if that's the wolf's color. but I am going to give him her, what? We'll say it's a her wolf. Um, a turquoise little center right there. How many rounds are there? Anyone knows? I think there's 3 rounds. If I'm not mistaken. Does anybody else know? And I'm purposely probably not using a lot of, and if you have any little white areas, we'll just say it's a multicolored wolf. The beauty. I just love these. It's like you don't have to do much. You can just literally, oops. You can just literally wax this up. And those Zuri molds, oh my goodness. All right. I think I gotta get the underside of it. We're gonna be good about finishing. I'm bad when it comes to finishing. It's like, okay, I'll do the sides later. All right, so we're finished with this wolf. However, I do want to give Mr. Woofy, let me clean up my little area. Ooh, I'm being so good today with cleaning and not cross-contaminating. Okay. So, I do want to give Woofy, I don't want any of the red, so I think I'm going to do the turquoise. And right in the middle. This is actually uber relaxing. And you can do this with paint, you can do this with sprays, you can do it with the magicals. You just have to make sure you put them in a, don't spray it, put it in a separate container. Okay, so we got our wolves, we got everything done. There are 2 groups now, and the winner goes, yep. All right, I think I want this, what do y'all think about this being a lighter bird? Because this is dark, this is dark. I want this to be, eagle. Let's give him a little bit of lightness to him. I want to do a little bit of lightness to the bird. And y'all, I'm not an artist. I can't draw at all. At all. Oh. Oh yeah, there we go. And you can try anything out. I'm just playing and trying stuff out. And if it works and it looks good, it stays. And I think that works, and I think that looks good. And it's staying. All right, and then I just want a little bit of brown on the body, and then we're good. Yeah, I like the lighter. And I probably will go over it with a little bit of wax, and I'm not sure about the what do you call it? There we go. And you can sit here and just mess with it. Keep on going from back and forth until you. Let me zoom in a little bit. You can go back and forth until you feel comfortable on what you like. So, and And I'm just sitting here doing like this before I dip into the other one. And then once I kind of get it the way I like it, which I think I'm there, I just want one more little piece. Oh, thank you, Miss Joanne. Which is black. And black is good for highlights, and especially like with these molds that have a lot of detail, like the Zuri molds. You can just come in here and put that detail, because I think I washed some of it out. And it's watered down acrylic. And you can use any acrylic. So if it's from the dollar store, acrylic paint is acrylic paint. Now, the Primus is a little bit more thicker, but I feel like I need some wine while I'm doing this. Good gracious. All right, so here we go. So we finally got him or her. We're gonna make this and we're gonna do a little bit of highlighting wax on the bird as well too. But I'm gonna need to dry this a little bit. And see, and this has given the other pieces an opportunity to dry. So let me go back out. Oh my gosh. And I don't have bad hands because I got on gloves today. Hey. Hey, Gary. Okay, so we're drying the wolf and we're drying the bird. So, anybody got any questions? I think I'm talking my butt off. So as you can see, like right here, this is the Lindy. So when you mix it together, I have some that are the shimmer sprays and some that are the flat magicals. So when you mix them together, you're going to kind of get a kind of like a marble effect sometimes. And then I don't care that stuff is spilling out over this. It just adds to your effect. So going back to what Karen was saying, don't get stressed out about it. Just go with it. Make it work for you. Make it your biatch, as they say. I don't want to say that straight up. Okay. There, I'm happy with that. Then let's lighten up the wings and we're good. So, like, when I first started doing some kind of this stuff, it was kind of flat. Like, I could show you some stuff I did and I was like, ew, I did that? But you kind of learn along the way. And then I'll tell you what a good thing to oh, he's getting darker now. We'll have to lighten him up with some wax. A good thing, if anybody is interested like in doing mixed media and stuff, and you know, unlike you know, people that draw or are artistic in nature. If you aren't artistic in nature, go watch some painting shows. When oh, okay, I'm finished messing with this one. When I used to when I first started doing coloring, let me see if I can show you something. When I first started coloring, I don't know where I did anything. Oh. No, I don't know. Oh, here's one. With alcohol markers, I didn't know crap. But what I learned to do was I used to watch artists do. Oh, here it is. here's one I did. I started watching artists and do not alcohol ink. Oh, thank you, Charmaine. Not alcohol ink, but paintings. And that's actually because you know everybody's like, oh, why somebody who uses Copic markers and stuff like that? Nope, not gonna teach you nothing. They teach you because they already know. You know, they're showing you what they already know, but it doesn't really kind of tell you true how do you, artistic stuff. I don't know how to say because I'm not an artist, but you know how to shade and highlight, and you know how a highlight creates a cheek and a nose and stuff like that. And that's why I like watching artists. So if you ever, yes, it's, oh, thank you, Karen. So if you ever are interested in like you know that kind of stuff, watch people who do artwork. All right, so I got a gray out. So here's my gray, and I'm gonna start doing the moon. I don't want the moon to be fully gray. I just want it to be a light gray. So I'm gonna start with that, and then that's, I think, going to be the last thing before I hit that, and then we're gonna wax this baby. We're gonna whack her. All right, I'm getting a bigger brush, but I still want it a little bit watered down. Ooh. And I'm still waiting on my order for these. The lady hasn't gotten back to me. And I'm going to be somewhat careful. And it doesn't matter if I don't have full coverage. That's one of the reasons why. If you're going to use cream paste, one thing you probably should know about cream paste is that when you're doing cream paste, it's going to give you these highlights. So as you can see, you'll have the lowlights and highlights just from one kind of coat. And especially if you're using watered down or sprays or stuff like that. If you're using like just, you know, regular acrylic paint and going over it, it'll have a nice coverage. But that's the reason I not bought it, used it, was because I knew I would get a multitude of highlights while I'm doing this. So, okay, I'm probably making y'all dizzy, so I'm going to put this down and do the professional thing and zoom in. So it's just going to give me that kind of, and I watered down the gray a little bit. And now I really am not picking up much gray. I'm just taking what's on here, dipping it into a little bit of water, taking my brush, and then moving it around before the paint dries. Because now you're working with acrylic paint, so it's going to dry a little bit faster than your lindys. So you're really not going to have time to kind of mess with it. And then if you want some preserved highlights, then just go ahead and touch in it. It's good to play. I like playing. Sorry. Oh, where's my gray? Where's my gray? Oh, here it is. Am I on live? Oh, yeah. No, it does not, Karen. Once it dries, it's a dry. It's like a, it has a texture of, you can say, rubbery, I want to say. But once you, like, So what I did is for this, and I got this tip when I was in Rosemary's stream, and if I do not mention your name, I apologize because I do not remember who said. It might have been Sue. I don't know. But with the cream paste, they said what they did is they put the cream paste in the texture plate, and then they put a piece of tissue paper over top. And then when they went to go pull it, it pulled up very easy. So I tried that and it worked. So whoever said that, great idea, and it worked. And I used it. I never used it. It's better to use paper, clay, plaster. Does it work with? It does work with resin, but I will tell you that you cannot, if you're going to use it with resin, you're not, if you want that full picture, and this was one I was gonna, it was too much. If you're gonna want that full picture, you're not gonna be able to do it with resin. It's gonna spill over. So either you're gonna put something, it's not gonna ruin your texture impression mold, but if you were to use resin, you can either fill it up to whatever that area that you want, or make sure you have something underneath it so that when it spills over, it's not going to ruin any of your stuff. So usually what I'll do is I'll get a piece of chipboard or something like that, because I do the same things with their stamps, because I use resin on their stamps. You're not supposed to, but they're awesome stamps. They're a little bit more expensive, but I will tell you, worth it.
I'll see you later.
Okay, bye.
I'm picking up Princess Apter too.
Oh, good. Okay. But if you're going to use it with the resin, definitely put something underneath it, and definitely be ready to clean up something. Cream paste is, yeah, it's like, no, they don't need any food. Sorry, my daughter's talking to me as she's leaving. They do. Yes, this is cream paste. The cream paste is what I use through the stencil. So this outline, everything that I'm painting here for the Indian, I put cream paste on stone paper and then cut it out, fussy cut it out. And then I mounted it on a big piece of whatever flat resin mold I found. And then I put a couple of pieces underneath here. So there's a piece of resin right here. And it's pretty big. That piece of resin is like that. It's that bark circle. All right, so I'm pretty good with this, and I'm just wiping off before it dries some of the highlights. There we go. So all I did with this, and I'm going to zoom back out. Ooh, I took you on a wild ride. Woo woo. Okay, here we go. Is put a little bit of gray. So now we are actually almost to the finish line. Oh my gosh. Now I gotta find a gold paint or a yellow paint, or, oh, hey, let's try this one. It's that Pinot. So I'm gonna move this to the side, and I'm gonna see if I like this. Ooh, I need to add, you know something? Bright light, bright light. I have an idea. Ooh, that's red. Don't want that. I wonder. Okay, I don't want to mess anything up. But I wonder if I put. Yes! Yes! Okay. That just brings it out. You're so. I know, right? it's like when you get old enough, you like don't give a shit about, I don't mean to say that, but you don't. You don't care about a lot of things. You try to have fun in life after, you've done. I say this. Okay, so, and anybody that is my age, oh yeah, and you see, hold on. I have to show you this up close. So, before I continue. So, I'm using, like I said, it's translucent. So, you're not going to lose your depth or anything, but this is where I put that Stabilo. So, that Stabilo is still moving. Until it dries, it's going to move. But when you get to a certain age, and I will say I have lived a couple of lives. I always say I'm probably in my 4th career. I have been the party girl. Started off young, but I was. I have done the exploring. I've gone to school. Went back. I didn't go to school till I was 28, y'all. So I went to school late. And I still hadn't had my daughter. So when I started school, I did not have my daughter. And I had her when I was pretty older. And then, oh, I am loving this yellow. Well, thank you, Lorna. Still haven't forgot about your dragon either. Now you'll get the other dragon. I'm starting to remember things. If it doesn't happen till October, that's when year end's over with. So then let me see. Then after that, it's like I was really into work. Like literally, I would work. Now it's like, something? If I still work hard, but you're pretty much, I'm not going to go any further in my career to where I'm at now. I love the way that yellow did, but I think this is too plain, so I'm going to go back in with a little bit of stuff. It's like I'm at the point now where it's like, okay, yeah, whatever. Everybody else is, racing for the game. I'm like, yeah, I'm winding down, ladies. I'm winding down. I'm going to be sitting on a porch pretty soon with my wine and my craft supplies. Look, that Stabilo still. You see how that comes back, the Stabilo? Wow. Okay. I like the way that looks. That looks even better. Oh my gosh. But, I mean, you can do this too with regular paint. You don't have to have this particular brand or whatever. Just make sure that if you have yellow paint, just make sure it's really, really, really watered down. Really. Martha is about to kill me because I've been so busy. Me and Martha have to get together after this live. She sent me a box and I need to open it because I'm getting very antsy. All right, so let me see. I don't know if y'all can see that. Can you see how that yellow highlighted and then the Stabilo reactivated, given those lines, which I do want to dry this, and I haven't dried lately, so I'm going to dry again, and I'm going to go back in with the Stabilo. But I don't, and this is not a shiny, glittery kind of project, although there will be a little bit of wax at the end just to highlight. But I do want it to be kind of rustic. And I'm loving those wolves. Yes, it does, doesn't it? That's what I was missing. I knew I was missing something. I was getting there. Not fast, but I was getting there. So I'm going to dry. Oh, hold on. So, wait a minute. She's in here, so let me find her. I have to. Yeah, she'll get upset without her wrench. Let me go. Oh, if I mess something up, I'm going to get Martha. There we go. Yeah, I have to add everybody back in because when I do my my nappy sales, which I will be having a nappy sale, napkin sale, in a couple of weeks. I was gonna have one tomorrow, but I don't want to. The mod for it was not available, so and I don't want to put too much, because my sales tend to be a little long. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm gonna try to keep this one close to 2 hours. as I just said, my sales run a little long, but I am gonna try to keep it to 2 hours. And there's too much white over here, so I'm gonna go darken this one up a little bit. So, and then when you finish, you see, like, if you don't see any definition, you can add your shadows with your Stabilo. That's not my Stabilo. With your Stabilo. Oh, Karen! Oh my God, thank you! Y'all gonna make me cry. You don't be making me cry. I'm already an emotional old lady. Well, I'm old in age, young at heart, because I am a ham. I was out in the backyard. Oh, so, okay, I probably shouldn't tell you, but I was playing around. I have, so I'm gonna add some Stabilo here. Oop. And it's still kind of wet, but we want to add a little bit of depth. So, I have a remote control that I'm going to be, animal that I'm going to use in a project. And, so I hooked it up, and I'm going to put that there, and had it going around the house. My freaking dogs were freaking going crazy. By the time I picked, oh, I ran out of water. By the time, wait, if you have these bottles, which hopefully I'll be getting some back in. So what happens is, if you notice, it's at the top. So that's why it's a forever spray bottle. You just push it back in. So as you use it, that's why it doesn't need the, oh, look at that steady hand. Didn't even spill. That's why it doesn't need a thing, because it's, what do you call it? Pneumatic? Whatever. Oh, Medusa? Medusa is, I'll show you when I finish these. I'll show you. Medusa is going to be the next project. And that is going to be build a project. I'm going to be building something. Now, whether it works out, we shall see. So, now you can kind of see there's a little bit of definition between these things. And if it gets too dark, you just lighten it up. It's a Stabilo. It can handle it. And you can pounce if you want to, or you can go over here, pick it up, and then go in, and then go around. So now I'm just gonna create the shadows over here. And it doesn't give a lot, so you're gonna have to scribble a lot if you want a lot down there, but it's still gonna come up. And just pounce in between, so that way, can you see that you get a little definition? Yeah, Martha's working on a mini album. If you ever want to catch, Martha's funny. Her and June actually do a lot of lives together. And you don't have to be special about it. Exact. Special. OCD is what I mean. But now you can see where it's kind of giving you a little bit of shadow in there. If y'all can see that. And you'll see that, like, this area right here, I need a little bit. And then I think I'm good with the shadows. Oh, I'm still on time, y'all. It's not the top of the hour yet. And then I'm going to do some shadow up here. The benefits of going last. I love it. All right. So now I have, and I need a little bit more. Okay, so she is pretty much, I want to say, done until I do the highlights. This is done, so now we're going to work on the gold. So I want to add a little bit here. I do want to add a little bit of black, so I'm going to put a little bit of black. And we're going to try to do this targeted because I'm liking everything else. And again, this is not meant to be shiny or anything like that. It is meant to be rustic looking. So, okay, here we go. Yeah, all y'all need to get better and stop getting, I was sick the other day. I ate some serious bad food. Y'all need to get better. Because every time someone says they're sick, it's like, COVID? Ooh, that was too much. Okay, so this is where you have to be very careful. So I'm going to pick that back up. Yeah, Martha is my other, y'all don't get me wrong, she's my other sleep buddy. If Martha's on late, I just put her on and she puts me to sleep. And then she's like, come on and join in. And I'm already asleep because she has put me to sleep. I have, so how I go to, I don't, I have a rough time going to sleep. But if I've had a long day and I'm tired, all you got to do is I put on YouTube. And if someone's talking, I'm sleeping. And it's simple as that. Next thing I know, it's morning and I'm woke. So if you talk like me, like I'm sitting here talking and talking and talking, I would have put myself to sleep. Yeah, bro. All right. So now, oops. Okay, I need a clean area, so I need to clean my mess. I put the yellow on one side and it kind of morphed together, so I gotta clean. But at least it's staying to one area. So yes, I'm so excited. I haven't done cards in a long time, so I'm very excited about doing some cards. I like Christmas. I will break the glitter out. As much as I don't like, I will break glitter out for Christmas. But then I'll be cleaning glitter up for 3 months. Everywhere you go, it's going to be glitter. And then the last Christmas, I was baking the project and I had glitter. And I'm not kidding. A month later, oh, let me see. How many times have I been here? Oh, lots of time, Penny. Like a month later, the dog was walking around. Dog still had glitter, and I swore the dog has had like several baths. So I'm thinking, that's too much. That the glitter must have been embedded in his fur somewhere. And I take the dog to, what do you call it? Professionally get washed? Because, yeah, I ain't dealing with all that. Yeah, I might have to use paint on this. I think I went too dark. I need some clean. Although it is. Ooh, it is coming up a little bit, which is good. Actually, I kind of like that. Because it's staying. Ooh, wait a minute. Hold up. See, even though it's a mistake, just keep working with stuff. And so this is kind of spreading that black on so that it's lightening up. which I like. Okay. I don't know what that means. It just looked kind of cute, kind of bursting out from her with the little animal at the end. I kind of like that. You never know what you get. Oh yeah, you got to be careful of glitter. Oh yeah. All right, so I am going to finish this up and then dry it. And I like those tips. I like the black tips. All right, we're drying. Yay! Hey Tiffany, how was your outing? And what did you get? Oh, she got Starbucks. I just read up. And tomorrow is Tiffany's birthday. She's gonna be still a young buck. She's gonna be what, 21? So hopefully you have lots of fun and you treat yourself really, really, really well tomorrow. And don't forget the cake. I will definitely have a piece of cake for your birthday. No, Carrie, nobody's going on next unless Terry wants to go on. Where's Terry? Hi, Denise, and thank you. Oh, no. Bye, Tiffany. No, unless Terry wants to go on next. I don't think there was anybody on next. And I turn off all my devices because I'm using my devices on the stream. So if Terry wants to go next, please let me know. And we can set up your stream and let me know when you're ready. And I'm almost finished. All right. So all I'm going to do. So I was thinking, I like silver because I want one of the wolves to kind of have like a silver tinge to it. But I like gold. What do y'all think for this piece? Silver or gold? Chocolate pudding. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking more gold. But let me know. So when you're drying and you have a lot to dry, just to let you know, if you have really thin resin pieces, they're bendable now. Oh, she hasn't made it home yet? Gold. That's what I was thinking, Joanne. They will be bendable. So, and let me see if I can test. So, you see right here? You see how flimsy this is? So, just note that, because I did not glue that portion by. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Hi. Ooh, white gold. Hints of both. Love it. I love gold, but no. How about both? Why settle for just one? Right? I think so. I think a little white gold. All right, so this is almost dry. I'm going to stop messing with it. So the difference is, and I will show you a little bit. This has a little bit of a kind of like a glaze and stuff. Oh, thank you. I just looked up and saw the hearts. Oh, y'all gonna make me cry. All right, so you will see the different mediums. So what I tried to do is, hold on. I think it's all pretty much dry. All right, so I will point out a few things. Okay, so here we go. If you look at this, you can tell it's kind of glazy. So this is not going to be a matte sort of color. Oh, thank you. You know, I haven't been live for a bit because I have been so busy at work, and I hate repeating myself, but they're killing me. Good gosh. It's like, leave me be alone. So, but it's not going to calm down until October 1st. So I'll just, I'm going to try to do like little hour long or whatever long card shows. Yes, she's not here. My dog is right here. Um, but it ain't going to last. So the other thing is that if you look in the feathers, that looks like it's little white spots. It's shimmer spots. So there's a little bit of shimmer spots all around. So it's not full shimmer because I've used different mediums on it. Like I used the Seth Apter, I've used the Lindys, and I used kind of paint. So it's not going to have a shimmer all the way through. And I knew that, and I was okay with that. And then here, I actually put a piece of paper down because I didn't want stenciling on the back. So I put a little bit of paper here because I wanted that texture coming off of the moon. So there's a piece of paper that was on the back of here and I didn't cut it off. So that's going to give it a little texture. It's going to be a little bit different from if you were doing your straight canvas. So on the canvas, because I mixed the shimmer with the non-shimmer, so I had one that was shimmer, one that was non-shimmer, and then a little bit of the Seth Apter. It's going to give you that marbly effect. And then down here, I just let stuff drip. So it does what it wants to do. So if I was to repeat this whole thing, would I get the same effect here? No, I wouldn't. But if you look at the lindys, and this is where you got to get familiar with your lindys, is that, let me put the top on, is that this is Lucky Shamrock Green. Oh, that's the wrong top. Okay. But if you look at the, what do you call it? The sparkle in it, it's not that green. It's almost like a blue. So I was okay because I was going to wash out the green and it's just going to leave the shimmer. So you'll see shimmer of like a blue-green. And I mean, you don't really see a lot of the green. You see hints of it on the side. I do have to fix the sides and I'm going to go around it with black. So I'm not so concerned about that. But it's, I don't know, when y'all look at a sky, what do you see? I mean, sometimes I'll see like different stuff. So what I'm going to do is I got out a whole bunch of waxes. So I'm going to move this aside because I'm finished painting. I ain't going to be painting no more. And let me see. Let me put that here. Nope, let me not put that there. Okay, swig. At least I stopped coughing. It's starting to get into the fall, so. Oh my God, the lag. I'm looking at the lag from what I'm looking at on my screen to the YouTube. Holy crap. The lag. Okay, so I think I can get out. I need a brush. Okay. So I'm going to get out. These are the little dollar store, Family Dollar store. You can get them in a set. And if at first you don't succeed and you look and you're like, okay, I don't like that, then you can redo it. But for this, I thought just to lighten them up because he's so dark, I'm going to do a little bit of the brushed iron. G word. Olga's going to come in and slap us. The green word. Green, 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 green. If she rewatches this. Green, green, green. And, you know, don't be afraid of layering your waxes either. And I'm not really making this all about the wax. I think this is dry. But I do want to highlight those wolves. So that wolf has color coming out of his furs for days. And we're going to put another layer of color on him too. And like I said, I'm not doing a lot of wax. Oh Lord. Hey, I'm trying out my new internet. I got Google Fiber last night, and I can tell you what, I'm loving it. I haven't had no issues at all. So I'm going to go over this with a bit of, oh, where'd it go? Bronzed Age. Because of course this is about the Zuri molds, not about all of this. So we want to go back in with a little bit of bronze because I just love a red. And okay, so we're good. So we oh yeah, love that. I know, I love these wolves. And this one I'm going to keep a little bit darker, so we're just going to highlight and bronze him up just a bit. And oh, I do like that. Okay, I was thinking I might have to go over this this bird again with the brush iron, but I do like the brushed iron. Okay, so as you can see, even though you probably can't, but you can see all like within, there's like different highlights and lowlights and stuff, and that's all that previous kind of color you look on there, so it doesn't look kind of one-dimensional thing. Hey, Rosemary! See? There's she's the one that's, Rosemary's the one that's going to have the Indian thing, because I was telling her, I was talking to her the other night, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, now I hadn't thought of something. Oh, I have to show Rosemary the first one. So after I had talked to you, I sat and played and did this with the stencil I had, that stencil I showed you. So after I did that, then I was like, oh, that morphed into this. So I just kept building on it. Oh, I love Anja. She's so funny. Hey, how you doing? There she is. Denise would like to know where you got the American Native mold. It is not a mold. It is, I just had it. Oh, here it is. This was at Alley, and it's not a copy. This is a stencil. So, and you can get creative with stencils. So what I did is I took, and I was just messing around, which is kind of practicing, and to give it dimensions, because you can see it's very dimensional. I use cream paste instead of texture paste because I actually wanted it smooth so I can paint over it and use different mediums, and that cream paste will allow you to do that. And I put it outside to dry, and then I messed with it a little bit, but then I was like, this is not going to do what I want it to do on here, because I wanted the dimension of the moon and stuff in the background. So what I did, and I think yeah, I explained this at the top of the hour. I was going to say, did I tell him? Yeah. So what I did is I got my little crafty mind working and decided that I couldn't cut out the canvas, of course, but I could use stone paper. So stone paper is, and let me pull it up. Stone paper is, you can't tear it, you have to cut it. So I'm like pulling it. You can see the stress I'm trying to pull. You cannot tear it. You cannot easily ruin it by pulling or anything else on that. Stone paper you can actually put in the washer and wash it. Yeah, I'm gonna do the eyelashes black. So you can sew on it, you can mix media on it, you can decoupage on it, paint it, do whatever. I know Antonis does his leather effects with it, with these products here. And if you paint on it and dry it, then scrunch it like this, it's going to look like real leather. And it does. This is I would call it multimedia type paper. And I've been using it for different things. So I decided, and I tried to die cut it. Yeah, you have to really thick dies to die cut it. So what I did is I put cream paste on the stone paper. I cut it out, and then I took the biggest mold, biggest mold I had, which was a Katie Sue Designs mold, and I put it behind here. So, and the reason why I did that, even though I have the stone paper here, you don't see it buckling and doing everything as I'm putting all this water and paint and everything on it. It's not really, because, and hold on, let me go get a grunge paper, because I do have grunge paper. Hold on. Grunge paper is a little bit different. So, oh my gosh. You know how long I've had this grunge paper? Oh my gosh. This is so funny. So this is grunge paper. So, and grunge paper, as you can see, I've torn that really quickly. All right. So grunge paper is, it's kind of, I want to say it's, and I'm not a manufacturer, so I can't tell you. But it's it says it's thinner sheet of dingy material that can be punched, painted, inked. So you can do all that with grunge paper. But yeah, it is, Penny. So the grunge paper, you can do the same thing with it, but with and you can tell the difference. They're both about thin, but this one, again, like I said, I just literally can rip it. So I can, and I've used this before with like mixed media. It takes the medium. It takes it well. But you see how flexible and stuff it is? This is not the same way. This is flexible, but you see it's going back right on back to its shape. It's, I think this, if you can put this in the washer. If you put grunge paper in the washer, it's going to be everywhere. Yes, Penny. Compressed, yeah. It's pulp. Yeah, stone paper is plastic based. Correct. See, Rosemary knows these things. That's why you need to go to Rosemary's YouTube. She knows these things. She's like she has a science lab in her craft room. That's all we can say. She has a science, she probably has little tubes and stuff behind her that we don't know about, because she'll leave her desk and then you'll hear clink, clink, boom, boom, and then all of a sudden she comes back with crazy stuff. So yeah, go check her out. She teaches you a lot of good little tricks and stuff like that. And it helps with your mixed media, believe me. But yeah, so just like she says, it's plastic based, but, and there's something else I learned about it, but it escapes me now. But if I were to say grunge paper versus stone paper for this, all the way stone paper, because y'all seen how much I've done to this, and this has not moved. Even the parts that don't have resin underneath them ain't moved in one iota. No buckle, no nothing. I love it. I know. I'm gonna change this bird a little bit. What was I doing? I don't know what I was doing. Oh yeah, I was getting ready to turquoise his little anything. And like I said, I'm not gonna use too much wax. Just a tad bit here and there. Ooh, I like that. All right. And then, so another thing, and this I learned from Miss Crystal. And where does this belong to? Okay. Oh, that belongs to the bronze. Can you extend the lighter part of the face further back around her ears? Yeah, I have to mess with that. I'm not very good at faces, so I don't want to do too much to the face because I will surely screw it up on camera. So I'm trying to be good about it. I was going to do like I was going to actually draw a face on it, but I am not a artist, and so I was going to look for some stamps to do that, because I can still stamp on it. But I'm not that good drawing. Okay, so I actually need this a little bit further down, because I can do it in pencil and then go over it, and then go over it in a pen, in a permanent alcohol pen. But just for camera purposes, yeah, we're gonna leave her faceless. All right, because then I can put lipstick and everything on it. Okay, so so one thing I want to do, and this is actually something I learned from Crystal, is even though it's kind of gold and copper and everything based and everything, sometimes you just want to take a little bit, and I'm gonna have to deglove for this. Hands are clean. Oh my! I don't want to deglove. I'm putting them back on. My hands are actually clean. Oh my God. I love, 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 love the wolf. You know, as much as I love the Medusa, the wolf kind of, you know, is my little second thing. I actually thought I would love the dragon the most, but I don't. Let's see if I can do this. So what do you want to do is, even though you have like a goldy kind of tone or whatever, there's a lot going on this canvas. You know, there's a lot. It's a full canvas. So what do you want to do is you want to take your eye, like, you know, if you want to have it going across here or going diagonal. So I'm kind of want to go that way. So I'm just going to take a few and I'm going to highlight with the silver. Now versus, let me do one more. So if you look at this versus this, you kind of see the difference. I know, Penny, I got clean hands. Oh, thank you, Donna. So here's where there's nothing, and then here's where there's a touch of silver. So you kind of see the movement of this wolf. So I'm going to keep on doing that. And you don't want to fully saturate it. Like, I'm just putting a little bit on my little gloved hands. And I'm just doing one side, his ear, and his little pokey things. And that's it. So what that's going to do, and I have to lay in the AC. Oh, where you at? Are you outside? So, yeah, we want to go here. So then I want to come up and I want to do the same going here. So then you see where the highlights are here. So then, and we're just putting a few out. Then I want to go here and I'm putting a few more highlights. So what I'm doing is I'm creating the highlights, not with white, but with silver. And I'm just doing it directionally. So I'm not going down or up. I'm just going across. So, and you want, and what you're doing is you are highlighting the, bye Martha, I'll call you later. You're highlighting the points of your, like, all this is good, but that's not the point. The point is the wolf, the face, the wolf. So that's, for some reason, it will not put the link. If you go to either search for ST55, it will come up on the first page. It will come up. Oh, cool. Did y'all see it? Did y'all find it? If you found it, let me know. I do have, and this was one of the stencils because, you know, I'll ask people what they want and stuff like that, and nobody wanted this, and so I usually will get 5 or 6 when I order from Allie for other people, but absolutely nobody wanted this, so I was like, anybody want an Indian stencil? Everybody was like, nope. But I guess I needed to use it. All right, so I don't know if y'all can see the difference between what it was before I put the silver on and what it was after I put the silver on, because now hopefully, and this goes into composition, and this again I learned one thing, but you know, you kind of you take it and you I don't want to touch her, you make it applicable to other things, so, and you play around. So when you look, and I will find the stencil, I have it in my old I'll find out what store it's at, and because they're actually very nice price too, and I will post a link in this in my Facebook after this. But now that and I want to put a little bit right here. Okay, so now I'm good. So I think this might be almost the end. I still want to mess with this bird a little bit. So you can see I didn't put a lot of wax, but I wanted to just point out certain areas to you. So when you look at it, it should bring your eye, and this is my teaching moment, which I don't do a lot of because I don't know a lot, but it brings your eye from where the highlight, where the silver is, from here, where this wolf is, to her earring, and then down to this wolf. So even though you're looking at the whole picture, your eye should be focused on this area. That's where your eye should take you. If it doesn't, please let me know in the comments. Oh, Charmaine, good night. Oh, it's 6 to, yeah. Oh crap, I've been on for like 2.5 hours. Y'all, they gonna get me in the group. But so yeah, so if you can tell, if I put the picture up close, you're gonna focus on this area, and that area, and then everything else is kind of there. It said, no, I'll find it. I'll find the stencil for you. I do want to darken this guy up, so I may put this is the patina brown. It dries really fast, and it's a gel, and I don't know how to use it, so I use it for different things that I'm probably not supposed to use it for, but it's been working for me. All right, so and this patina gel will work over the oh yeah. Oh, I like that effect. See, when you play, you'll find things like you usually cannot paint over wax because it's just going to come right on off. But I like the fact that it looks like highlights coming through his wings. A little bit too much there. But the rest, it works. Okay, I'm a little bit more happier with that. It was just too shiny for me. No one wanted. No, Denise, I had asked because I usually if I buy something for the shop or whatever, I'll say, hey, I'll send out little pictures and be like, oh, do y'all see this? Da, 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 da. You know, I'm gonna order a few for the shop, you know, and then I'll order a few for the shop, you know, 5 or 6, because it's not everybody's taste. But so one thing, if you've never shopped at my shop, I don't really carry the usual. Now I am a Ampet Stamperia fan, so I will carry Stamperia products, so I'll just randomly order a whole bunch of stuff. If you request it, you can. Oh, I do like that. Oh, it gave it such a different look. Look at this, y'all. Now there's only like sparkles coming through. I love that. Okay, so, but then I'll just like, I am a wholesaler for Craftbox UK. And that's where I got the Forever Spray bottles, which they're waiting on their stock to come back in. And I've ordered, I have an order for 60 of them in. So hopefully I'll get those in soon. And then, you know, just any random stuff I find. I also have nappy sales. So if you like napkins and canvases, I also have those too. So, yeah. Yeah. Your eyes are drawn towards. So, yeah. So when you're doing, and I don't, again, this is not something I've discovered on my own. I've expanded on it, but the original, I have to give credit to Crystal for pointing that out to me on one of my projects. And she goes, hey, and that's why, like I said, I don't mind anybody emailing me or anything. She said, hey, put a little silver line along there. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I did. So then, you know, you get the tip. So when you're listening to Tiffany and Uneka and Anja and Olga and all them, you know, and you're asking questions, we love that because of the fact that you're always going to take that piece, that nugget of information with you. And then you start putting everything together. Like, you know, I'll sit here and all of a sudden you'll remember that, like I did. I remember she had done a book and used cream paste, and I never thought of that before. And then I remembered, you know, Karen and the Stabilo and the highlights and the lowlights, and then, you know, with Tiffany preserve. You know, you take something from everybody. So when you're in the streams and stuff, and I write down stuff. So if you have your little notebook and stuff, I just write down little tips. If I hear something, I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. I'll be writing it down real quick. And no, I'll find that stencil for y'all. But I'll just write little notes. You know, you have Tiffany preserve your highlights. So here, that's how I got this. And then with Karen, you know, let your spray flag fly. You know, go for it. You know, don't be scared if it's not turning out how you want, because there is layers upon layers. And then Uneka with, of course, her expert magical stuff. Ooh, I do want to do a little bit of bronze stage on him. And then like you see me fiddling and fiddling. This bird probably got so much freaking product on it. It just, you know, until you get it right, just you can go over it and over it. That's why you just leave the wax on for last. Once you think you got everything going, then you can do your wax. But yeah, see, Karen, yeah. And I have you listed. Oh, thank you, Denise. And if there's anything you want, just let me know. I usually find it. And if I can't find it, I will get it from somebody else. Ask people, because they're like, oh, I was going to get this and I wanted to get that. And then they're overseas and I'm like, hey, I'll get it for you. Just I'll purchase it and get it in and then, you know, send it all out. I like that. So I think I'm good. But, I mean, here, just let your imagination run. Even if you don't have this, you know, you can get a piece of what do you call it? Rice paper or tissue paper or whatever, and or even if it's a magazine, you can take a magazine image and do the same thing I just did. It's not going to be raised here, but you can add to it and do your own little raise if you don't have the stencil. But again, if you are interested, I can stencil. I can do everything for you. Cut out the stone paper, do all that, do all the molds, and then send it to you, and then you can have a play with it. Just let me know if you want too many layers, and the bird might not be able to fly. Oh, oh, thank you, Eileen. Yeah, yeah. And just let your imagination fly. It's a little bit different from something I've done. It's like a full scene. And sometimes you just kind of like whatever your crazy brain comes up with, because I'm a weirdo and I will tell everybody that. I will come up with some weird freaking ideas. And if you're not into the, kind of the crazy stuff, then, you can calm down, because I have some idea. Now, the Medusa that I'm getting ready to do, like I said, I've been, that's going to be funny. I have to see if it comes, it calls for some mechanics that I don't think I know how to do. Yeah, right? Thank you, Karen. Thank you, y'all. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. Because, it's not everybody's thing, but I really, really wish y'all would kind of just try layering and stuff. And it doesn't have to, like, you can see it's not a lot of layers. It's kind of flat. It's just that one raised piece, this raised piece or whatever. So, and then, of course, I like highlighting the Zuri molds. And just let your imagination, like, go crazy. Well, hopefully you learned something. I don't know. If not layered. Oh, and I put everything down with the heavy body gel. So I do have a tip for that. So, and this is where my craft impatientness has to come in, because I am not known for that. I will hot glue something in a minute. Hot glue ain't always the answer. And I will tell you why. Now, y'all saw how much stuff I was doing on here. Nothing moved. That's because this morning, and you can do it the night previously, if you are planning on doing this project, even if you have like the 3D gel or the Stamperia glue or whatever glue you're using, that strong glue, make sure you glue it in place and then let it sit. Which I am not. When are you going to start your cards? Oh, 1 September, Barbara. I'm starting cards. Oh, I've done a few. Look, I'm gearing up. I'm doing like little pieces. So I was like, oh, what can I do? Because y'all know I'm straight. I don't do like the normal cards. So this started off as trying to do normal, and then it ended up mixed media. This one I was just doing simple stamping. This one, I think it's supposed to be mixed up with another one. And then, oh, here it is. So I was doing, I'll show y'all. So I have I've been looking at little stuff. So this one, I want the door to open up, and then I want them to walk in and see that scene. So that's going to be one card. I haven't figured out how I'm going to do that one. Then I was sitting there playing around with my markers, because that's how I relax after I do stuff. That's Crafter's Companion. But this is going to be going to Karen Opit for Christmas. So I was playing around and just kind of coloring up stuff and seeing what I'm going to do and what ideas I come up with. So everybody knows I like my coloring. So I've been doing different things. This one will definitely go to Katja, because she likes her coffee. But I did use glitter. I don't know if y'all can see this, but I don't use glitter. I use glitter pens. And there you go. You can see it there. Wait a minute. Oh, you know what? Where's my, someone told me to, oh, shoot. I'm already losing stuff. I don't know. Anyway, it is glittered. Let me see. Yeah, it's glittered. There we go. You can see it now. It's a sparkle pen. So I'm not using glitter. I'm using sparkle pens. So this is going to be another card. So I just do little pieces, and then I'll figure out later. Oh, this is one. But I had an accident right before the show. I went to move my cup and spilt half my Dr. Pepper. So I was practicing, because this stamp, I was just stamping images to make her sweater look good. So, but I don't know how I want to do anything. Oh, I forgot. I have a word. Dream. Okay. So I wanted to put dream across here, but I didn't want to actually. I don't think I left enough space. Crap. I didn't want to, oh, there we go. There we go. I'm going to put dream right there. I don't know. That don't look good. I didn't want to have to color it. I wanted to leave it brown. Crap. Bye, Karen. I might color it white, but I wanted to put it across here. I guess that looks good right there. No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, it was supposed to go right there. But I'm going to color that up and probably white or silver. No, or I don't know what color. Yeah, because it was supposed to go right there. So, anyway, it really doesn't need a sentiment anyway. Wolf on her head. Yes, I do. I love that wolf. I'm so glad. This is the mold, the Zuri mold. So you get two. So when I saw this one, it reminded me of the other one that she had where the dragon was over top the horse's head, Lexus, the elfin horse. So then I was like, well. And then I looked at a couple of, because I always use reference photos. Oh, hey, Shirley, hi. But I was looking in the reference photos, and I actually saw that some Indian tribes had the animals over top of their head. It may not have been a wolf. May have been a wolf. May have been a dog. I don't know what. But they had them over top of their head. And then you would see them always with the moon. So reference photos always help. And it's not shiny or anything. It is grungy. And so, it's not as shiny as everything else. But you see where the highlights of the silver are? And then the background is what it is. The background, you can just kind of make it what you want. So, but that's it. This is my project. So, if, like I said, if you can't find me on PM or anything like that, just message me on the Disorganized Crafter Etsy. Like I said, I have stone paper. I can pull the stone paper out the store or whatever like that. Do the cream paste on it. And if you don't want to buy all the individual elements, all you would need is your background. And you don't have to have lindys. You can use paints. But I would make it a thin paint. Because the background really is kind of, you don't want a lot going on in the background anyway. And then these would be a mold, so you can just cut it up and do it. So I will get a count of how many people want it. So continue to message me. And this is Saturday, so next Saturday, I won't take any more depending on how many people want this kind of kit. And hey, Alyssa, how are you? And I don't mind doing a private video. If you get the kit, we'll do a private video on YouTube. I don't mind. I'm friendly like that. Anja, hi, she's still awake. Oh my God. And I wasn't on. I was using Switcher, so I wasn't on. What do you call it? StreamYard or whatever. What is it called? Yeah, StreamYard or whatever it's called. So I would have invited people up, but I was like, I didn't know I was going to be on this long. Yeah. I was only on for an hour. We're going to go with that, right? Thank you, Miss Carla. All right, well, I'm going to call it a night, and I hope everybody enjoyed this hour-long live stream. And we'll see who's doing. I probably will not be doing it next week because my daughter's coming in. But also, I forgot to say, if any, fine, Carla, we can do it. We used to do every Monday, mixed media Mondays. In our group, we actually have a group that it morphed from mixed media group, beginners mixed media, to crazy crafters and the walking wounded. But we started with just doing basic mixed media, and just learning what gesso was, how it worked, what you can do with it, what you can mix with it, and stuff like that. So yeah, just let me know. But I will give it a week. Anybody wants this kit, let me know. 1 September, I'm going to start with the card classes. Another great crafter on cards is Martha. She'll be joining me a couple of videos. But if anybody else does cards and wants to join, I'd be happy to schedule you in on one of the days. I'm only going to do, and there'll be prizes. Because guess what? Guess why Nikki is going on moratorium of spending? Because as I was cleaning up and getting out my Christmas stuff, there was doubles. So guess who's getting the doubles? Prizes. So anyway, there'll be prizes on every show, and I think I'm going to do about 7. So we'll do a 3D embossing folder. We'll do specialty cards like easel cards, flip cards, slider cards. We'll do playing cards. We'll do mixed media cards and stuff like that. So we'll focus on one little area and do like 2 or 3 of them or whatever. So anyway, I think I'm going to call it a night. So hopefully y'all have fun, and we'll see you on the live stream next week. Y'all have a great evening, and I am super